Morning guys, we're out here where we're going to do our hot tent camping for the night. It's February 20th. It's about minus 16 right now. The wind's a little chilly. We found a pretty decent spot though, right by a pond. The wind's coming this way off the pond, so we're going to be facing our shelter down that way. So yeah, let's get that shelter up and get the stove set up, and we'll get some firewood going. Well, we just went to have a drink of water out of the hydration pack, but this hose already is frozen stiff. Can't pop that valve open or nothing. Hard as a rock. We've only been out here for 10 minutes, so yay. It's gonna be a cold one. So as you can see, we got our shelter set up. Now we're going to be moving on to the stove. It's a bit of a pain to set up, not going to lie. Especially with snow that's like 2.5 feet deep. Makes it hard to set the pegs, so I had to use them as snow anchors instead, but if it works, right? Alright, we got a little bit more done here. I just set up one guy line here. I might set up another one right beside it to the left. Just so it'll pull the tent out away from the stove jack, because we don't want things burning down in the middle of the night. It's not much fun. We put snow all around the outside of the tent. It's going to keep out any draft. It's definitely no mansion, that's for sure. One design flaw about this tent that I find here, that stove jack right here, the door right here. So we're pretty much going to have the stove right in front of the door, which is less than ideal. I suppose I could have used the other side, but the wind's blowing from that way and we don't want to be blowing all the heat out all the time. So yeah, we'll keep at her. Now here, you can see this is pretty close. So we're gonna go get a few sticks. We'll send them right down in here. That'll space that out a bit. Kind of give it a little room. That way it doesn't burn up on us. So home sweet home. Alright, well now that we got some stuff put away, we need to get firewood. So instead of trudging through all this snow up to my knees, or having to strap on these snowshoes that barely even fit, I'm just going to take the bike up the trail. winch onto a dead tree and bring it back to camp. We'll process it there. I think work smarter, not harder, right? See, this is how you get firewood. Much easier than drag that thing half quick or walk through 2.5 feet of snow. Much easier. Alright, we got a tree that was pulled out of the trail over there. I'm going to process that. Another load of tinder and kindling on the front rack of the bike. I think that should be enough for us. Might have to go back and get another tree, but we'll process this one in the meantime. Hey guys, we're all settled in here now. I didn't bother filming cutting all the wood and splitting the wood, because if you're like me, you don't watch these videos to watch people chop wood for however long or sit there and split wood. It just gets redundant and tedious. Yeah. So I saved you the pain of that. So here's a grand tour. We got our wood pile ready to burn there. Got our kindling, our fire lay at the bottom. Since we don't have a false bottom in the stove, if we lay those split logs down in there, by the time the ash actually burns through, that'll be a good insulating layer. So that'll keep it from warping on the bottom. Let's talk about the sleep system. So, first off, I got this ground sheet, just Amazon special rip stop. Nothing special, right? Underneath of that, we have a Woods faux cell foam pad. A little bit of reflective on it for a higher R value. Then on top of that, I have a Hybrid insulated mat that has a pretty high R value. I think it's 4.2. I think, maybe? Yeah, don't quote me on that. We'll have the minus 12 degrees Celsius sleeping bag. Then in my kit there, I also have a fleece sleeping bag liner. And a 7-degree sleeping bag as well that I'm just going to use for an overquilt. So yeah, chopping up all that wood, that was that was fun. That was fun, yeah. A lot of work, but it pays off. It's rewarding. And it's nice to be out here and absolutely nobody around. Not a single soul. It's nice. Well, I think it's high time that we get this stove burning. So, yeah. Yes, sir. Like a glove. Alright. We'll throw some kindling in here now. Pants are damp. That's kind of giving me a chill. It's looking nice there now. Kind of making contact up there. Oh well. We'll see how she goes. We've got the fire cooking here pretty good now. That's putting off a lot of heat. It's getting close to supper time too, so I think we'll fry it some bacon, some eggs, and maybe some pork chops. Something about a wood stove makes food taste better. I think I'm gonna have to go our wood here soon. I'd rather have too much and not enough. I'd like to just lay down and go to sleep right now, but I'm gonna be up 2 o'clock in the morning and sit here for 4 hours in the dark. Well, not dark, I've got lights and stuff, but it's still dark. Hey guys, just went out and got some more wood. It's starting to get kind of dark. Started to see in the tent. I'm going to figure out a better lighting situation here, and then we'll continue. Alright, that's a lot better. Yeah, so we went with tea instead of coffee. I'm really happy I get the opportunity to do this kind of thing. To unwind, escape, do things I enjoy. Not everybody can say that. One complaint I do have, though, is I have to sit crisscross applesauce. And after about 4 hours of this, it gets hard on the hips. Alright guys, you have a good night. I'll catch you in the morning. Hey, good morning guys. Didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night. It's pretty damn cold. And the fire was going though, it kept warm, but it just don't last. I woke up a couple times. It wasn't too bad. So I'm gonna get another fire going right now. Get some coffee. Maybe some breakfast. And we'll pack up and head home. Ran out of water last night, the Nalgene. I saw that hydration pack full, but it's kind of a pain to get the water out of it unless you're just using the tubing. Unless you're going to take it all out of the book bag and strap it. Take the slide lock off, then carefully pour a bag of water into a bottle. It's just, I don't want to do that right now and get it everywhere. So, where's the snow? Nothing wrong with that. A little bit of snow never hurt nobody. Maybe it did, but I don't know. Not that I'm aware of, at least. My luck, I'll be the first. I suppose some snow and stuff would have like parasites and that kind of deal in it. But I think I'll take my chances. Plus we're boiling it anyway, so who cares? Now, one thing I was nervous about at first was this fire jack. I knew the stove was going to shift because it's on snow, and as you can see, it's sunk down considerably from its original placement. Which in turn means that the flue is going to shift and sit up against the fire jack. These fire jacks were not reviewed very highly on Amazon, but they came with the tent, so one in Rome, right? Water's finally done boiling. Maybe get some coffee now. Got some Tim Hortons instant coffee. Here we got coffee whitener, and we have Alfredo sauce powder. And I don't know which is which. And I don't really want to screw up my coffee that badly. Well, we'll find out. Well, guys, unfortunately, the time has come that we have to head home. Had an absolute blast out here. Definitely a first experience, but it won't be a last. I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend that if you're an outdoor enthusiast and you get out and try hot tenting. It brings a whole new level to camping. Could have quite a bit of gear, but it's really worth it in the long run. It's a really comfortable stay. You get to enjoy nature in the middle of winter, which is uh, which is something new for me because I've never really liked the cold, but with the stove and everything in there, it's very bearable. It's more than bearable. It's very comfortable. Of course, it get a little chilly in the mornings, but that's to be expected. Well, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.